This one is going to be 8 by 4. So it's going to be able to, you know, have roughly 32 square feet. I was thinking about making one 8 by 8, but I think that's a little excessive. So considering we're only doing this, you know, 3 times a year. Alright guys, we had Ross Lackey and Casey Honey Tree Farm come by yesterday and just consult with us and gave us so many different ideas. And Ross Lackey from Permaculture Lackey, he just knows his stuff, man. This is what he does. So we're actually going to put it to action the very next day. You know, I'm one of those guys that go big or go home. So the grader was on his way anyways to come work on the building. So now I'm having him apply right away what Ross taught us yesterday. And this is the kind of stuff that's just beautiful. And I'm so glad you guys are able to go ahead and keep track as a new farm, as a wannabe farm right now. You know, just trying to get it to a level of, you know, one, aesthetically pleasing, but also profitable. So we're on it, man. We get information, gems of information that Ross and Casey gave us yesterday. We want to apply them right away before we forget or just we put it on the shelf and it stays on the shelf. We want to go ahead and use it right away. So here's proof, brothers. And this is encouraging for everybody else out there who is just on a farm or whatever. We just got an email. Pull it as tight as you can, Ben. It's tight. Pull it tight. You got it tight? Yeah. Okay, let go. Hold on tight. Yep. We just got an email saying that the chickens are new. We got 100 broilers coming in. They'll be here in 2 days. So we got to build a new brooder. So as you can see, that one over there, that's our old brooder. The one over there sticking up in the air. We put 2 sticks there to give them a little bit of shade. That's our old brooder. We're going to build a brood. That brooder is only made for about 40. This one is going to be 8 by 4. So it's going to be able to, you know, have roughly 32 square feet. I was thinking about making one 8 by 8, but I think that's a little excessive. So considering we're only doing this, you know, 3 times a year, running about 300 birds a year, depending on the demand, right? And then we had disaster happen while we were on vacation. We were on vacation for a couple weeks, not really, about 12 days. And we had disaster happening. We had farm sitters here. We had wonderful people from our church, you know, brothers and sisters in Christ, people that love us in the body that came out here and took care of the animals. They loved on the dogs, the chickens, the pigs. They did a phenomenal job. But when we came back, somehow, some way, and I think somebody must have just stepped on the power strip and turned off our freezer. So we lost the rest of our chickens or meat birds that we had in the freezer, along with 50 pounds of deer meat that we had from our last hunting season. So we lost about $480 worth of meat. So, you know, these are the kind of things that happen. We live and we learn. Like my son said, he's like, man, I wish we had that building. Well, guess what's coming? The building. So as you can see over there, they started grading and clearing my mother's property. On Wednesday morning, they're going to be here and they're going to go ahead and start grading right here for the building. The building will be here the 27th. It's going to be a great day when it's here. All right, so right now we're gonna rip this down the middle. This plywood, this is pressure treated plywood. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and start this thing. I don't know if it's a good idea to use a table saw, but we're gonna give it a shot. You know, we're not saying the way that we do it is the way to do it. We're just saying this is one way that we're doing it. With farming and gardening and homesteading and husbandry, there are many ways to skin a cat, and you got to work with what's best for you in your property, with your family, with their gifts, you know. And we're learning that, hey, Ben is very familiar with all the tools. He's read the manuals, but he doesn't know how to use them all. So I know how to use them, right? I know the concept of every tool, and he can walk me through and tell me exactly where, you know, this is at, the adjustments are at, how do you adjust it, what it can and can't do. So we work well together like that. And then my girls, they know where all the materials are at, so I can go ahead and tell them to go get the materials, and they're out here, you know, doing everything else. So it's a team effort, right? At times it feels like maybe one daughter works harder than the other, and you know, there's a little bickering going on, but at the end of the day, the goal's the same. Pull it out. Cool, cool. All right, guys, so here we are. We just ripped these two down the middle, okay? So now we have both sides. So now we're gonna go ahead and rip that one, and then we're gonna rip it down the middle, like here. We're gonna cut it in half, and then we'll have the end. So it'll be 4 feet there, by 8 feet by 4 feet, all right? And then we're gonna put it right here. We're gonna run a power strip, and then have 2 lamps on it. Okay, tilt it towards me, I got you. And Adrian, go to the trailer and get me 2x4s, long piece of 2x4. Okay, go. Not just one.
Okay, it's basically, well, it's off by 1/8 of it. No, 16. And we'll get the measurement down here. And then we'll chalk line it.
And then we'll chalk line it. Ready? Now pick up and go. Now, what you want to do is you want to pull straight out through you first, and then find the line. Yep, tight. Pull it down. There, let me do it. Ready? All right. One more time. It's very good, goody goo goo. Okay, ready? Yeah. Turn it on. Alright, now let's find the middle on this one.
The middle on this one.
We'll rip it.
It's
96 or no?
8 foot and an 8.
Tight.
Up, tight down.
Ready?
Yeah.
2. Now, this one. Good. So now they get a better idea of what I'm talking about.
What are we doing? Getting 2x4.
Stuck in it.
Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 23 inches. This is just scrap 2x4. They're 23.5 inches long. I have 24 inches sides, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here in a minute.
Inches long. I have 24 inches sides.
Go ahead, Ben. We'll slide it down. Go on that side, grab it. Pull it out. Pull it that way. So you can see we use everything Milwaukee. You know, we watch Wrangle Star. We watch all these people work with tools. They did a bunch of reviews of different tools, DeWalt versus Makita or Makita, whatever it is, and then against Milwaukee. Milwaukee blew them all away. As a matter of fact, a few caught on fire. Go that way. So we decided Milwaukee's the way to go. And then I looked at price points, and it wasn't the cheapest.
It's that little knob right there. Yep.
So why ain't it coming?
Probably because you locked it back up, maybe.
It's not locked.
Try it now. Did you accidentally press something to lock it?
Yep, you did.
Yeah.
I knew that. Okay, ready? We got 4 pieces, now go charge it. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to bring all the sides together. Ben, hold it. You make sure we're flush right here.
Yep, we're flush.
There. Okay. Now bring the side. There we go. Then we want to bring this other side here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go flush here. Yeah, we just want to be even there. Are we even?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
And are we flush on the side? Yep. Are we even up top?
Yep.
You sure?
There we go. Shifted it in a bit, but...
There you go. You're good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, now I gotta kick this out just a bit.
We go here. Let's make it flush here. Okay, that's all. Ready? Are we flush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the bit.
Push it out.
I am.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Whatever.
It's bowing out a little bit. You might want to put.
And that will happen, guys.
It'll bow out because that happened with the other one.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom. Booyah, baby.
So now what do you see? You see the corner, right, guys? So now you can see the picture. This is going to be the brooder in here. Okay? Big brooder. A lot of shavings. And then what we're going to do is so these pieces right here are just 2x4, leftover 2x4, and I cut them 23.5 inches long. So you give me a little space in here so that when I close it, I can make different adjustments. Then I cut these pieces 48 inches high. Double that, right? And the reason why is because the peak, right? So I could make it shorter here, but then I can reach in it. So when we want to get them out, I'll open one side of the gable. I can open all the way, right? I have a continuous hinge that I'll be able to sweep open this way and then go and get them. So I can make this lower, but then I got to crawl in there. This way, I can just open it like this, right? And I can jump in, look, go like this, right? Get in and get the birds and get back out. You see what I'm saying? So again, we're trying this out. Let's see how it works out. We're not going to put this in till afterwards. Let's do all the corners. Let's continue with that one. Okay, now we should be able to cruise. You guys get the point, the idea. So we're going to go a little bit faster. Ready? Just make sure you're flush.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Slide that way.
This is making me happy
What?
that we're getting this much work done today.
See, and that's a great thing about work. Don't be afraid of hard work, because then you see your finished work, and it's very gratifying, very satisfying.
Look,
Just like this, just like that. A little bit. Okay. This part, ready? See there?
is it good?
Yep. There it is. Perfect. So now you guys see you get my madness, people. So this cost me about $90, materials and all. But I already had screws, so I don't want to lie to you guys and tell you this was only so much when it was really more. So I already had the screws. Come on, Beth. This one.
It's looking good.
Make sure you're flush to the end.
Yeah.
Ready? There. Yeah, good job, Ben. I would prefer to paint this brooder, because you know it's going to be in the elements. All right. Now let's go, Ben. Alright. You're gonna have to bring this side up a little bit. Don't worry about that. Just bring up this side. Just give me flesh up here. Up a little more. Okay, now. There. You flush? Mm-hmm. Oops. So I went a little too far. I split it. So I might want to go up a little bit more right here. This is flushing right here. Watch your finger, it's gonna pinch you. Okay, there. I'll tell you, that's good. Keep pushing it out.
Yeah.
Push it out a little bit more. There. And guys, how long do you think this has taken us?
Probably 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to finally actually started.
Well, most of that time was trying to get that piece of 2x4 out of there.
Yeah, we.
So everything that we've been doing, probably.
There you have it, guys.
This part, just building it, took us 15 minutes.
Yep, just building it. Once you do all the cutting, it's that simple, guys. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those pieces and then put them over here. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna put this in the middle, okay, like this. And then what I want to do is I want to measure, but I think we can cut it short because it's too long. I want to be at 24 inches.
Seems too
low?
shallow. Yeah, too low.
I don't want too much.
Oh, you're gonna split that right down the middle?
In the middle, right?
Okay.
Alright guys, so my phone died, but here you have it. So there's a brooder. This is all done with scrap wood except for the plywood. So we put 2x4s to brace it on the corners, okay, and then I cut these at 42 inches high. I grabbed 2x6s that were also scrap. This is going to be a long-term brooder, so that's why we're building it so sturdy. We put 2x6s right here. We put a slot in the middle, okay, because there's going to be a little, we're going to paddle bit through here and open this up, open that up in 3 different spots where we're going to bring cable in for the, we're going to have 3 heat lamps right here, and we're going to adjust the height. We can, you know, feed it and pull it and adjust the height right through here. And then I had some leftover strips from a construction site that me and the kids went to go get. They had these strips, these pressure treated plywood that they used to form concrete. So what I did was I just, look, I stacked it like that to shingle and have water run off. So it's aesthetically nice. We're gonna paint it. What's my favorite colors, Caitlin? Green and orange, that's right. So we're gonna paint it. We're gonna screen this right here. This will be either hardware cloth or 1-inch chicken wire on both sides. And then we're gonna go ahead and here, I'm gonna go ahead and put, I got one more piece of plywood, and we're just gonna make a big door that opens. And then we'll be able to prop it, you know, with a stick right here and get into the chickens and what have you. So, but all the kids helped. It looks good. And we're gonna have 100 chickens in here running around. We'll have part 2 tomorrow when we wrap it all up.